Good morning, everybody. God damn. No, that's not how it works, Jordan. That's really loud because I'm in the middle of a dust storm. I don't take time out to start typing people's names out, Jordan. If you want to play, you have to send me a message. So, we're going to be doing RAMI'S story, his history of racing. I'm just doing the treasure chest at the moment. I've just found it, so we'll get that on screen first, and then we'll drive down to RAMI'S story and get going straight away. If you want to be involved in RAMI'S story, send a message to my gamer tag, Orange Croc. You have to be able to send a message to me for me to invite you. That's how it works. But let's go. Good morning. How are you all? I mean, look. I've already found the treasure chest. What's up, you? Of course you can say something. Doesn't mean I'm going to like it. Already driving. Right, so, cars. What are we going to use? I mean, I quite like this Aston Martin SUV, so let's go. I've got to get used to using manual gears again. I've been playing too much of the crew. Right, so where's RAMI'S story on here? Is down here. Right, let's drive down there.
Remember that thing I said I needed help with? This is it. You in? Of course. What do you need? Excellent. Come meet me near Mulehe.
That's the new story, Jordan. Oh, listen to that engine. Oh no, Andrew, it's got to stay 100 chem. I never put out a team that's not 100 chem. Makes too much of a difference. I try to have nearly every player at 10 chemistry as well on FIFA, because it gives them a bigger bonus on the chemistry cards. Oh no, I always exclude current squad. There's no one in my game, Jordan. You have to send me a message. If people can't send messages, there's a reason for it. Yeah, but when you do it on the game, it warns you and tells you which squads they're in. Oh, that's a wall. It is out now, Jordan, yes. It's on the map. That's where I'm headed. Does it tell you why you can't send a message, Jordan? Did you get blocked? This is why I make people send me a message, because if I've blocked you, then you won't be able to. And I block people for reasons. If you cause me to block you, then you can't play the multiplayer with us. No worries, Andrew. Right, made in Mexico. It's the first one.
Hi, Rami. What's the plan? Okay, hear me out. Beautiful Mexican supercar, beautiful Mexican roads, promoting the Horizon Festival.
Do we need promoting? The festival seems to be doing okay.
All right. I'll find.
What's up, Delhaven? How are you?
That's not what
I'm
I
good,
said.
thank you.
Of course I'll help you.
Rami's jacked, isn't he?
Let's go.
This is the new story, yeah.
Let's get moving. Get some speed, then turn into the countryside. Really see what this car can do.
Stay above 80, okay.
Yeah, great speed. But let's see how you handle some corners.
In 400 meters, turn right.
You want to tell me about the car, don't you?
I thought you'd never ask. So VUL is an abbreviation. It stands for Vehicles of Ultra Lightweight and High Performance. It was started by two brothers, Guillermo and Iker Echeverria. The VUL 05 is a track-focused supercar, designed and produced in Mexico, but tested and optimized in the UK. I even think I saw one at the festival when I was over there.
Let's
I was
go.
driving the pre-production version of the VUL 05 RR, the even more track-focused version. Somehow, the designers reduced the weight by 65 kilos and increased the power to nearly 400 bhp. Then they lowered the engine by 50 millimeters to drop the center of gravity and improve cornering.
Wait, so this is a new version of it?
They're pretty serious about the ultra-light part. The 05RR even has an option for titanium bolts, saving another 4.5 kilos.
What's the RR stand for?
Road and racing. The car was designed for an enhanced track experience, but remains road legal.
Ooh, nice.
You will arrive at your destination.
Less sightseeing.
That is nice to drive.
Going fast. Perfect. There's a couple of other things you can help out with, if it's not too much trouble.
You're never gonna let me live that down, are you? Call me.
3 stars to start with. Let's go. It's much nicer to drive than the original one.
I just got my hands on a piece of Mexican racing history. Wanna see?
Of course. I'm on my way.
All right, I've got it's on the map. It's at least it's keeping the directions on the map. New jumper. I love the sound of this DBX. Ooh.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Such a great sounding engine.
Turn right.
What are your favourite SUVs, guys? Because I know that most people don't like SUVs. I don't in general, but this one just sounds so good. Just love the sound of this engine.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Just got a growl to it that you don't get with every engine.
Turn left.
It's nice to drive on the road as well, this one. How far? We're still 5 kilometers away from the next story one, so we're heading that way. Start the second part of the story. After we've done the story mode as well, we're going to be jumping into the festival playlist to get that done before it changes over today. What's a Haval? I've never heard of that. If you can get a picture of it, chuck a picture of it in the Discord. Welcome back, Andrew. Morning, Aaron. How are you doing, buddy?
In 400 meters, turn right.
Oh, didn't quite get that corner right.
Turn right.
This is easily my favourite SUV, though, this Aston. Right. Second part of the story. Buggy in the Baja. Who's seen that new Myers Manx electric beach buggy that they've released?
History with Ramiro is about the Baja 1000.
You are very perceptive, my friend. This dune buggy was the first car to race here. Let's take it for a spin.
I hope they put the electric Manx in this. What's up with your one, Aaron? It's going well, Danny. It's going well.
Held in Mexico. Do you know how it all started?
I assume the Rise Manx has something to do with it.
Correct again. The Baja 1000 started as a very elaborate marketing campaign for the car you're driving. But let me start from the beginning. On the 22nd of March, 1962, Dave Eakins and Billy Robertson did the first real Baja run. They went from Tijuana to La Paz in 39 hours, 56 minutes on new Honda CL7.
I've got 4 minutes to get 3 stars.
So they probably were a bit sore afterwards. They got a lot of media coverage though. A year later, Meyer started to work on a prototype buggy called
Photos.
Red in his garage in Newport Beach. It was based on the VW Beetle, and it paved the way for what we know as buggies. Cars that are built for off-roading using the Beetle as a donor chassis. But I guess they wanted even more publicity because in April 1967,
That sounds horrible, Aaron.
Myers decided to make an attempt at breaking Eakins' record. And it
It is
worked.
really nice, isn't it,
Myers
Trip?
did it in 34 hours and 45
Not having
minutes,
to struggle
beating
through the heat
Eakins
just to
for
do
more
stuff.
than 5 hours. The rivalry was known as Buggy beats Bike in Baja. Sounds like something you did back in the UK, doesn't it?
Oh, wait. There's more than one destination. Crap.
400 meters, turn
I'll have a look at it after this story section.
Turn right.
Would have been nice to know I didn't only have one destination to get to. I might have messed this up. No, not really. I thought it was just the one destination, then it keeps adding new ones.
Myers-Manx became an overnight sensation as a result, and suddenly they were friendly races all across the Baja. It wasn't long before they realized they needed something more organized. That was Mexican 1000. Guess who won the inaugural event?
Myers-Manx?
You're on fire today! Yes, in 27 hours and 38 minutes. The official race was 100 miles shorter than the original route, but it's still impressive.
Ooh.
The Mexican 1000 was later renamed to the Baja 1000, and is run to this day.
200 meters. Turn left.
I don't think I'm going to make this one. Gonna have to do it again. Because it wasn't, instructions unclear. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart this one because I sat waiting for him to finish his story at the start.
The Baja 1000 is probably the most prestigious race held in Mexico. Do you know how it all started?
I assume the Myers-Manx is something over there.
Correct again. The Baja 1000 started as a very elaborate marketing campaign for the car you're driving. But let me start from the beginning. On the 22nd of March,
Morning, Dodgy
1962,
Remix. How you doing?
Dave Eakins and Billy Robertson did the first real Baja run. They went from Tijuana to La Paz in 39 hours, 56 minutes on new Honda CL72 Scrambler motorcycles. So they probably
You having a good
were
morning,
bit
bud?
sore afterwards. They got a lot of media coverage though. A year later, Myers started to work on a prototype buggy he called Old Red in his garage in Newport Beach. It was based on the VW Beetle, and it paved the way for what we know as buggies. Cars that are built for off-roading using the Beetle as a donor chassis. But I guess they wanted even more publicity because in April 1967, Myers
Right, this
decided to
time
make
I'm
an
actually
attempt to
driving
break
it properly
Eakins' record.
rather than stopping and
worked.
waiting.
Myers did it in 34 hours and 45 minutes, beating Eakins for more than 5 hours. The rivalry was known as Buggy Beats Bike in Baja. Sounds like something you did back in the UK, doesn't it?
I'm back at work now. I'm just glad it's not hot in that office anymore. I picked the right week to have off work.
Myers-Manx became an overnight sensation as a result, and suddenly they were friendly races all across the Baja. It wasn't long before they realized they
Oh,
needed
nice.
something
I'll have a
more
look at those in a little while,
organized. It
Delhoven.
was Mexican 1000. Guess who won the inaugural event?
Myers-Manx?
You're on fire today! Yes, in 27 hours and 38 minutes. The official race was 100 miles shorter than the original route, but it's still impressive.
Okay, this is a little bit better.
Mexican 1000 was later renamed
Not racing
Baja
against my
1000,
own
and
decisions.
it's run to this day.
Wait, yeah, it's way too much 6. I'm glad I was at home and not stuck in the office at work. Because the office at work is just ridiculous. The area manager goes to all of our hotels around here, and she's been in all of the offices while the heat's been like this, and she said ours is the worst one she's ever been in. So I wasn't exaggerating when I said that our office gets hotter than it should.
But at this rate, you would have had a shot at the original record.
I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy at the moment. I never got round to it before, so I'm getting that done. That is a really good game.
I love that story. My abuela used to tell it to me at least once a year.
I might be picking up Dangerous Driving to play on stream as well, because that's made by the guys who are making the new game Recreation. Those perspex sheets they put up, Aaron.
Fernando needs your help.
Okay.
They're trapping all the hot air in the office, in the reception offices. Ooh. There we go, through there.
Have a look
Got
at
me. No way! Shrubby in with the raid. Let's go. Welcome in, Raiders. Awesome. Shrubby Imp, thank you very much for the raid. How's your day going? Did you have a good stream? It's going well. The second one, I didn't realize there was multiple destinations, so I had to restart it. Yeah, I stopped just before the first destination to hear his story, and didn't realize that it was actually multiple destinations while he talked. Nice to have a new story to do, though.
200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
The novelty will wear off as soon as I've finished it, no doubt.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
I didn't know there was a reward car. Is it the new Vool?
200
The race one?
turn left.
Because if it is, I like that.
Turn left. 100 meters, turn left.
The Myers Manx FE. All right. Is the Myers Manx FE the electric version or not? Because I'd love the electric FE.
You have arrived at your destination.
It's really powerful. That's a shame. Would have liked a an electric Myers Manx. They look cool. Right. Viva el Vocho.
Oh, right. I get it now.
To be honest, though, it was me who needed your help, not Papa Fernando.
I can't fault
Yeah,
that
the
much.
electric minis are nice, but in real life, there's been an electric Myers Manx released.
Hey, he's eager. But this isn't really a street race. There's no checkpoints, just the finish line. So keep to the route and get there first. It's hard to overstate the effect that the Beetle had when it arrived in Mexico in 1954. Before that, all we had were these huge American cars. So this new European-style car with its shape and light chassis and those adorable headlights,
I
an
probably
engine
shouldn't have done that.
anyone with a tractor could fix was, well, a complete game changer. They were so exciting that they were displayed at the Ciudad Universitaria in Mexico City, and there were lines to come and see this new car. Production of the Beetle started in Mexico soon after 7 of them finished the Carrera Panamericana. Before that, people were a bit worried about reliability, you see. We Mexicans love a good-looking car, but a car that can do work is better. The Panamericana convinced us, and in '61, Automex had assembled 250 of them. By '62, the first plant had opened in
I mean,
stock.
they wouldn't have to do much on the current Myers Manx model to change it, because it looks exactly the same in real. It's the ice one.
El Ocho became the official taxi of Mexico City, which is why you see so many of them today. It's funny. The first Bochos were imports, or CKDs. But in 1971, we were exporting them to Costa Rica, and back to West Germany, Austria, Belgium, everywhere in Europe. It was a sad day in 2003 when the last... That is a
Ooh,
great
there we go.
Probably
No
the
worries,
most
Rob.
iconic car
Catch you
in
later.
all of Mexico. Ay, es increíble que un auto tan pequeño deje un vacío tan grande. Adiós, sedan. Thanks. I'll call you when I've got that next one ready.
Let's go. Couple of shortcuts and it's an easy 3 stars. I should be on for another couple of hours at
I have
least.
a brilliant idea.
I've got the whole playlist
What
still
happened
to
the
do.
previous idea?
This one is better. Meet me in town.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
No worries. Have a nice walk with the dog, dude. Here we go, right. We're only 10 kilometers away from the next story.
400 meters, turn right.
We'll pull up at the next junction and pick a different car to drive.
Turn right.
So look, what's the first car that I fancy driving? I can't decide what I want to drive. GSX with dirt tires, let's do it. I really should have brought the fan in here. I might have to go and get that in a minute.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Here we go. I do like a good muscle car every now and again to drive. This is another one with a really nice sounding engine, isn't it? Cross-country muscle cars. There's something good about chucking high springs and big tires on a muscle car, isn't there? It's a shame they didn't make more short wheelbase ones, because they would make fantastic buggies if they had short wheelbases. This engine feels like it's going to blow up. I do like the tune on this one. This one's really nice to drive. What's up, Fuse? How's it going? You know what I've got to do after this to drive to the next story? I've got to buy that new Mercedes.
7th generation Volkswagen Golf, made in Mexico for almost half a century.
I'm very good, thank you, Fuse.
Building them in 2021. But we can still race them. What do you say? To make it fair, I will give you a chance to make an informed choice. Let's go for a test drive. And I've got lots to tell you about Volkswagen Mexico.
Gotta love a good Golf.
Volkswagen Mexico headquarters are in Puebla City. It started production in 1967 with the famous Beetle, as we call it, the Bocho.
Really?
VW made multiple attempts at replacing the famous Beetle with newer models, but all of them failed way short of achieving the production figures until the Volkswagen Golf came into play. First generation was released in Mexico as the Volkswagen Caribe and had quite a few variations, including the Golf GTI you're driving right now.
Nice 6. Oh wait, it was literally 500 skill points is all you had to get.
Engineers, inspired by the Beetle GSR, designed and prototyped.
Well, nothing else to spend my money on. Jeez.
Little did they know that the Golf GTI would become the hot hatch.
Whew.
Shall we jump 40 years in the future?
Acting locked. How did that happen, Rob?
seventh generation of the Golf first appeared in 2012. This version is the Volkswagen Golf R meaning race. This was the fastest.
What's up,
Golf in
Ash,
the
buddy?
range.
How are you?
0 to 60 time of 5.1 seconds.
I think I bought like 300 RSXs. 6 is, man. I went a bit overboard.
Volkswagen Mexico produced all 7 generations of the Golf, totaling more than 2 million units over 44 years. In fact, a lot of Golfs you find in the US were built here.
No. Oh, come on. Yeah, I was basing it on the first round because the first round you didn't actually need a decent score.
In 2012. This version is the Volkswagen Golf R meaning race. This was the fastest Golf in the range, with a 0 to 60 time of 5.1 seconds. Volkswagen Mexico produced all 7 generations of the Golf, totaling more than 2 million units over 44 years. In fact, a lot of Golfs you find in the US were built here.
I mean, it wasn't a bad season, the Extreme E stuff, but I mean, they could have done a little bit of variety in the cars. It's not 150k, Ash, it's 50k. I went way overboard there.
All right,
150k.
Enough driving around. Let's go head to head, after you've had a chance to rest.
I could have taken a little less time doing that. You didn't know. 1 minute you're playing, your Steam app opened, then you got to refresh and it doesn't show anything, not even games. So it logged you out and locked your account. Have you contacted Steam to get your account back? You should always have two-factor authentication on.
I'm a fair man. I'll let you choose. Which Golf do you want to drive for our little race?
I'll take the Golf GTI.
What's up, Silas? You just have to keep hounding them. I guess this is the one, is it? Let's buy it. I'm awesome. Actually got a car that I can spend my money on. $143 million. Just looking at it, Silas, not actually building your computer. You sure you're not a robot, Rob? What sort of capture is it? Is it one where it says stuff like click on all of the pictures with bicycles in it until there are no more? If it's one of the captures where the pictures get replaced with new pictures, you have to make sure that you check the new pictures for what it's asking you for.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
You have to read the captures very carefully.
You've arrived at your destination.
This is the 143 million car. This is going to be this is this dumbest tune ever, but I just wanted one out there.
Please be my friend.
Rob, thank you for the follow. I do tune cars, Diablo. I'm a legendary tuner. It's going to be in the festival playlist next week or some point next month. Oh, friend. Diablo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, friend. I am good at it, Dano. That's why I'm a legendary tuner. The Timeless Mark 1. I used to spend hours tuning cars.
I hope you know some shortcuts.
I got very quick at it though. My favorite accomplishment is my
See you at the finish line. Don't make me wait for too long.
my drift warthog is my best one.
Aha, I see what you're doing, but you still can't win.
Should have cut enough time off. Easy.
What a race. I am actually surprised the first generation still
Yeah, the
holds
Cup
up.
Spec cars are
I'm
pretty
sure
good.
you didn't cheat.
If you My problem is I need vinyl downloads, and no one downloads my
I have a
vinyls.
story to tell you, my friend, about the old wall in the swamp.
Are we going to a zoo?
A swamp. I'll pick you up.
It's a very nice. That's a very nice car to drive, Fuse.
400 meters. Turn left.
The VW Scirocco Cup is pretty good as well.
Turn left.
Look at that windscreen. That really wouldn't do much to protect your face, would it? Cup racing was fun, Silas, but not enough people were playing. For a little while, we got about 6 people in, but it didn't really keep going. It would have been nice to get full lobbies. This is definitely not worth 143 million.
The next Horizon arcade event will begin any minute now. Enjoy.
Blue and white wheels on a Lamborghini. Oh. I see. That's why they did it in the game for that price. I mean, it gave me something to spend my money on. It's not like I had anything else to buy. Is it better with more road in the shot or with more trees in the shot? What do you reckon? I definitely think the shot with the road was the better one. I'm not worried about where people think the photo was taken from. I'm worried about whether the photo looks good or not. So it sold for $143 million. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yuck. 143 million. It's a nice car, really nice car to look at. All right, let's get back on with this story. How far are we? 3.5 kilometers. Not really anything interesting in the car mastery for it. I got my expensive car a little bit dirty here. You'd expect something in there, wouldn't you, Six? What's up now? You see me? How you doing? Here we go. Next part of the story. Living La Vida Loba. Oh, or the... Oh, I haven't done the Powerful Mark 7. I should probably do that. Because there was 2 parts to the other one, wasn't there?
I hope you know some shortcuts.
Mark 7.5, whatever.
See you at the finish line. Don't make me wait for too long.
I think that's about the easiest corner cut you can do. That should do it. Didn't even cut that much time off of it.
Race, the difference 40 years
I thought that would
makes.
have been a way bigger. I thought that would have been a way bigger, like, gap between the 3 stars and actually finishing. What's the leaderboard like on this so far? Oh, look, there's hackers at the top. What a surprise. And are we surprised that the 2 at the top have already been banned once? So they've got new accounts. The leaderboards are a joke in this game sometimes. Right, where was that next one? All the way over here.
To tell you, my friend, about the old wolf in the swamp.
Are we going to a zoo?
A swamp? I'll pick you up.
I think I'll turn around for this.
Turn around
Get on the highway.
to do so.
Oof.
Turn around.
We'll take a little shortcut through the solar farm, shall we? Get onto the highway and get all the way there. Oh no! Oh no, I took out a taxi. He was just trying to do his job, officer. What is tunable on this car stock? Tunable gearing. What's up, Hellcat? How you doing? As if this thing can go nearly 200 miles an hour stock. Oh, nice. That sounds like a pretty fun job. Are you doing a lot of work on building materials, or are you working on fuel mixtures?
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Or is it a bit more mundane than that? Whew. Here we go. This is Living La Vida Loba.
That's the old wolf.
No, no, that's an old truck. The wolf is waiting for us at the swamp.
Ah, so you're seeing what chemicals are involved in the wear and tear.
Billy asked us to clear some debris, and I've got just the car. But we need to get there first.
Of course. Who do
Or are
think I
you
am?
are you testing them when they're new?
That's fair.
All right. So you're testing the metals to make sure there's nothing unexpected. Is it basically to make sure they are what you're expecting them to be?
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Sort of like chemistry quality control.
See? Got it here in one piece.
And gave me a few heart attacks.
It's a pretty cool
Now,
job though,
let
to
me
be working
introduce
with the
you to
engines
the
at the
Ford Lobo.
plant.
This car is more your style.
Now that's a hecking good wolf.
Ooh, that's a nice truck.
We call it Lobo here. Marketing in this country is outstanding. Let's get to work. See all that Russian stuff? Clear it out. What? No, it's not just an excuse to throw the Lobo around. It is just an excuse to throw the Lobo around. In the 90s, Ford decided that they needed to rebrand the F-150 for the Mexican market. And the name Lobo just has a real ring to it. They started using the badge in 1997, and the rest is history. The Ford Lobo quickly became one of the most popular vehicles in the country. Lobo is still used for the modern Rangers like the one based on the F-150 Raptor you're driving. But we don't just call it Lobo. No, no. We call it Lobo Raptor.
So it's the same car?
Lobo Raptor.
Now, there are loads of differences, like a dog and a wolf.
It's
Lobo
almost like a
only comes in
Robo-Raptor,
XLT and
but
with
not a
higher trim levels.
Robo-Raptor.
The base version is still sold in Mexico as the F-150, but the Lobo is the elite F-150.
This is the one that needs the 150k, I get ya. Oh, nice. Finish it early is always good. There we go, we're done. I haven't seen that yet. I was talking about the new electric Myers Manx earlier. That thing looks cool. I'm personally more interested in like the specialist vehicles they're making electric, like electric beach buggies and stuff. Because you think about the extra torque the electric engines have, electric motors have. Imagine what electric tow trucks are going to be like. Those things will be able to pull anything as long as they can get the grip down. we got? I'm thinking about getting myself an electric scooter soon as well. Oh man, that's the thing. I want to see cool ideas for using electrics, because you think all-wheel drive electric cars, you could have it in individual driven wheels.
Now I just need to get my abuelo's old F100 back to the garage.
You wouldn't have to worry about diffs or anything. If you could sort of get a computerized diff that can tell which wheel has the most grip. And then the car decides where to put which motor to put the most power into to keep the grip.
1,400 horses, and I need you to help with them.
I think I know what this
Oh no, I
is.
know. Most electric cars are all-wheel drive, but I mean, if they went a bit further than that and had individual drive power on each car, on each wheel, and had a computer system working out the grip levels to decide which is the best, where's the best place to put the power down. Imagine what an electric rock crawler would be like with that sort of technology. I want to see like an electric Wrangler rock crawler, something like that. That would be cool as hell. Just it's all the applications where torque is the thing that's exciting me, because before, if you start putting a lot of torque into something, it tended to lose a bit of speed, didn't it? Because the energy was being put somewhere else. But with electric motors, there's so much torque, and it has less negative effects on the rest of the drive.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing. Wait, that's not where I meant to go. Oh, are you kidding me? They've put them on top of each other again? I hate it when they do this. Put them a little bit further apart so they're easy to distinguish. What's up, Cozzy? How you doing? Muchos cabos.
I know you've got one of these. Somehow.
It's a shame the energy source isn't that efficient.
Let's go.
You've got to take into account.
Stick it in AWD if you like. There's some nice curves up ahead.
You got to take into account the efficiency of the power stations as well, though, Nighthawk.
This is 2021's EV of the year. And it was up against things like the Taycan and the e-tron.
Hey, this feels way nicer than the drift version.
And it's inspired by the beautiful original Mach 1. And I'm telling you all of this because the Mach E was built right here in Mexico at Cuautitlán Assembly. Calm down. I know you like to go fast. I had a big breakfast. Cuautitlán Assembly has been building cars since the 60s. And
I'm just waiting for the electric scooters to be legal in the UK on the road, and then I'm going to grab one to get into and from work.
This isn't just a prototype. Multiplan Assembly does a range of options for the Mac. A 68 kilowatt-hour standard and an 88 kilowatt-hour extended range.
Oh, I want one, but I'll get in trouble if I ride one around in this country. They're not legal on public land at the moment. You can only ride them in private.
This one is quite a bit faster. Honestly, when I first tried it, I had to go and sit in a quiet room for a bit. And I've flown airplanes in a storm. Hey,
yeah, that's what I've heard. The new transport legislation that hopefully should be signed off before the end of the year should make electric scooters legal.
And when you get into tuning, you can basically tweak every one.
Oh yeah, I'd need a driving license for that.
It can make
or
1400 horsepower and
a CVT at least, and insurance. I mean a scooter that doesn't need insurance.
Sunrise over the sea, beautiful. But we're not done. There's one more thing to look
because
at.
they still make plastic from oils and stuff.
Found it.
Gas refinement will just change to a different sort of refinement from oil eventually. No, I don't drive.
Okay.
It even says it in the information about me on my Twitch channel that I don't have a driving license.
Racing? Now what do you mean, found?
In a barn, of course. And of course it's racing. Come meet me at Guanajuato.
I've said it a few times before though. I just don't drive. I don't need to. It's an unnecessary expense. Oh yeah, definitely. And petrol costs way more money over here than it does where you are. Petrol's like $10 a gallon here. Right, $10 a gallon, or is it £10 a gallon? Yeah. Fuel prices in this country are insane, and the America actually thinks that it's got a price problem with gas. You don't know what expensive fuel is like until while you're still in the States. You've just been used to it being way better than it should be. You've had it too good for too long. You can't go online, mad lad? Why not? Yeah, so about $10 a gallon. Yeah, you guys are paying like $5 a gallon, and that's high now, isn't it? Because you had a massive price hike recently in gas prices. Have you got an Xbox Live subscription, mad lad? Are you sure it's just your Xbox and not your Wi-Fi? Right, so the last time that our prices were as low as that was probably about 10 years ago. What do you mean you can't see your message, Mad Lad? I can see your message. You can't go online on your Xbox. Try resetting your connection, your network settings on your Xbox. What's this one called? Carrera Panamericana. Where are we going with this?
This beauty got
Oh,
the name from the Carrera Panamericana.
It's more than that where I live.
Don't run anymore,
6.
Who can blame us if we take it out one more time?
I think it's 195 or 196
Let's see
at the
what this car
moment.
can do. There's Jamin. Guess he wanted one last race.
Let's do this!
I remember when petrol was like 49 pence a gallon or 49 pence a litre. What do you mean until the end of May? Have I not edited the merch thing? Is that the merch command? Did I not edit it before I put it back on? Where is it? Alright, fixed. And I forgot to look at that before I even turned it back on. You 0.15 cents a gallon. Jesus, imagine.
The first race had 132 competitors, and everyone turned up. Amateurs to F1 drivers, men, women, professionals, anyone who had a car.
Do you know anyone who participated?
Aleja thinks Papa Fernando did, but she thinks Papa Fernando did everything. I know we used to go to the races with my grandfather. Ah, qué buenos recuerdos. There was no speed limit before 2012, and you'd see cars doing 180 miles per hour. Not that I know anything about that. 2,178 miles of the Pan American Highway run through Mexico. The race itself had 9 stages and lasted 5 days. But the sheer distance wasn't the only challenge. Constant changes in the elevation from sea level to 3 kilometers up. The most challenging road race in the world. The winner of the very first Carrera Panamericana,
I mean, a time machine would be fun.
who drove an Oldsmobile 88 at an average speed
I
of
think there's
88 miles
too
per
many
hour.
theoretical problems that you'd run into to actually get around to using one, though.
Sports cars category in 1954. It drove the Porsche 550 Spider and came third overall. He was sick before the race, and his tires came off at the start. He really pulled through against the odds. Porsche had 6 cars competing in 1954, and all of them made it through the end. A lot of others didn't, let me tell you.
Enjoying yourself, are you? Yeah, I kinda had a feeling you were.
1954 was the last year the original Carrera Panamericana took place. But it gave us the most famous Porsche model, the Carrera you're driving right now. The Carrera RS 2.7 was the first production street racing 911. It was built on the 911S 2.4, the fastest Porsche you could buy at the time, and a popular choice in the later Carrera Panamericana races. The race was revived in 1988 and ran to 2016, staying true to the original.
Got it.
It's been fun, my friend. Take care.
Looking forward to seeing what you can do out there. Have fun now, yeah?
If you had a time machine with one chance to change something in history, what would you change?
Anyways, hope you had fun with this little stroll through cars hechos en Mexico.
It was great. And let me know if you find any other cars like
I'd go back and never sold my bitcoins when I was a kid. I had like 100 bitcoins when they were worthless. And I used them to buy something in a video game. Nighthawk. No, because changing massive things in history would change things too much. The world would be unrecognizable. And probably something that would be much harder to change that you couldn't. And if you only have one chance at it, could you even make it work? Could you even change it? Right, now I need to do some festival playlist stuff to get me that Porsche. It's not that big, you've. And to be honest, if I had money and I wasn't working, I probably would be a streamer. Mixer was going nowhere though. It was hitting a brick wall. And it was limiting a lot of people's creativity. Lazy? Do you know how much work I have to put into doing all this most of the time? Streaming isn't easy, it's not something for lazy people. If you actually want to get people interested in your stuff. If you actually want people to watch, you can't be lazy and do this. It is. I haven't changed this paint job since I first got it. I love the Alpine 110. I like this track. Pretty cool track. Catch you later, Hellcat. Good to see you, buddy. Woo. It's a bit warm in here. Let's get this Porsche on the festival playlist. And then how many extreme E vehicles are there to get this week? Gotta do this. B class, anything goes. Dirt. So I'll try this to start with. Did I do it first time? Let's go. What else do I need to do for an extreme E? Alright, let's take a picture of the Avija. Lotus. We're just going to go to the... I mean, I'll try and take a picture of it here first. Yep, that counted. That was good. I quite like that picture. Right. That's another bit done on there. So what have we got? We got to do this set of races here. So are these forced into to electric vehicles again? Yes, it's the E-Pre. This should unlock the last of the Formula E, or whatever they're called, the Extreme E cars. Are we all of them unlocked? Oh man, the sound of these still bugs me. I'll be glad when these are out of the seasonals. They're not. They need sound, some sort of extra sound. They're too quiet. There's no way that these cars driving around are this quiet. No, I mean these extreme rally vehicles. There'd be way more noises going on driving off-road in one of these things. They're not as refined as road cars. Go and have a quick look on YouTube and see what they sound, and see if there's any videos of them. It is totally off-putting. Because you have absolutely no idea where the traction is. Let me have a look.
The Premier League is back. Love football.
Let me just pause this a second. Yeah, they are way louder than in the game.
Block them immediately. Trying to get alongside Gutierrez. He's just up behind Gustafsson now. She takes the line. The bounce was on yesterday. She's
Listen to that.
The RXR machine. Up and over the first crest. Oh, sideways to Gutierrez.
They are so much louder.
Up, slides out wide. These three cars, if they can get back, you know, for the switch over close together. Oh, contact on the exit.
This is feisty stuff from Molinaro.
Here comes Gustafsson down now to the switch zone. Gutierrez. I would say that there's not a lot of difference between those two lines, but Molinaro has definitely
Listen
closed
to
that gap
them.
using the
There's
hyperdrive
such a
where she
whine
did.
to them that they could have put in.
He just gets out in front, only just gets out in front of Exite. And I think Ollie Bennett's got up the inside of Sebastian Loeb into the first corner. Coming up now to the left-hander, Loeb's got the inside line. Ollie Bennett trying to carry the speed around the outside. Look back up the inside of him. Bennett's having a good weekend, isn't he? He's the inside Loeb.
They are so loud.
Three Loeb's like slightly wide. It couldn't be closer.
This is
Yeah, they are so loud. They should have had so much more noise in the game. I haven't watched any of the Formula E races. Sebastian Loeb's driving Extreme E at the moment. God damn, it's hot. Minute, where's the next race? Gonna do this one first. I was talking about Formula E, Extreme E, not Formula E. I have no idea, I don't watch any of it. These things should have had way better sounds. Van Dorn, I don't know who Van Dorn is. Was he? I remember I missed out on a lot of Formula One. I didn't watch it for years. I want to go and watch a Formula E race, because especially the one that they do at the Excel Centre in London. That looks cool for a place to watch a Formula E race. The track at the XL Centre looks awesome, doesn't it? And as a place to actually watch the track, there's some really cool sort of building. The layout of the building makes for some really interesting viewing points. Oh, nice. I haven't done race marshal stuff before. That'd be really cool, though. Yeah, 2016. I was completely oblivious to F1. Didn't watch it at all. I know you were a race marshal. You've told me before. Was it at Abu Dhabi? Texas Motor Speedway, nice. Oh, you've done it quite a few times then. Race marshal's unpaid though, isn't it? It's a volunteer position. But it means you can see the races without having to pay for a ticket. A good volunteer job when there's no incidents. Why is it one lap? That's ridiculous, but whatever. That's pretty cool, you. Woo! All the Extreme E vehicles unlocked. Let's go. Porsche unlocked. That's everything I needed to do. Now we just got to wait till next season. So I'll be back on Saturday. Are we doing Forza on Saturday? Or what? What do you reckon, guys? What should we do on Saturday? Your second year is at Yas Marina. Oh, that's awesome. You want to do Forza on Saturday? Are people actually going to race with me on Saturday? Or not? Because if you're not going to play it, I'll just play Crew 2 and get Lou in to play. You play? Right, we'll play Forza on Saturday morning, then 9 o'clock Saturday morning. We're going to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube right now, and then we will be back on Saturday.